Hey, it's Camo with Nashville Access, Facebook Live, the MV2 Sessions. We're picking on the porch at MV2 Entertainment on Music Row, and in the rain, too.
It's not nice to pick on people. Sorry. The whole bullying thing and stuff. Yeah.
Look, boys and girls, it's the Duggar Band.
How's it going?
Woo!
It's great to have you.
Hey, thanks for having us.
The album is East Tennessee Sun, and it's killer.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Just off camera, there's a picture of it so you can see the album. Go get it because it's really good. I was saying, you know, when I got it at first, I listened to it and then I put it into the mix. And I'm driving along in the car, and one of the songs came up, Postcard, and I thought, damn, that's good. And I had to check and see who it was, and the Duggar Band. This is
Thank you. We really appreciate that.
You're obviously from East Tennessee. Whereabouts?
Greenville. It's a town about an hour northeast of Knoxville, and grew up there. Went to school at UT, and been living here for a couple of years now.
You say UT is Tennessee.
Yeah, hook 'em horns. Sorry.
Yeah, when we say UT is different.
Oh, yeah.
University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Clarify that.
Yeah,
yours was the original, ours was the best.
we won't get into that right now.
Maybe off camera.
Yeah, but there's a different culture in East Tennessee than there is over towards Nashville and West Tennessee, and there seems to be a different sound to the music that comes out of it. I mean, Morgan Wallen's hit it big. He's from East Tennessee. There seems to just be a different sound than what's going on here. Do you guys find that?
I think, you know, there's a lot of different influences that we grew up around, and whether it's country or southern gospel or even bluegrass, just hearing that growing up, I think it has, you know, an influence on your music. And you know, we grew up right next door to Dollywood, so we've performed there several times. But it's, you know, it's a very musical area. There's a lot going on, especially Pigeon Forge. There's all kinds of shows and things happening, so it's a great place to grow up. And you know, we just love, a lot of people just love playing music to pass the time. It's their free time. A lot of people just get together and pick on porches like this, just different businesses or different people's houses. It just, everybody comes and brings a guitar or whatever they play, spoons or you know, whatever it is. And
There's some good spoons on the record.
Yeah.
Hey man, you'd be surprised how talented people can be with different things. And but it's cool. There's just so many people, and so many people are supportive of music in the area, and we have so many people supporting us back home in East Tennessee, and we really couldn't do what we do without them. So.
Great. Now you've been in Nashville now for what, about 3 years?
About 3 years. Almost 3 years, yeah.
Are you finding it a tough nut to crack?
It's been a lot. It's been a journey. It's been, you know, we did music over in East Tennessee before we moved here, and so we got a lot of experience doing that. And then we moved here, and we were just kind of wowed at all the talent, because it's kind of like you can be really good where you're from, and you might not have as many people that does music, but then you get here and everybody does music, and so it's like nothing special anymore. So it's kind of like being thrown into the mix, but we've adjusted, and it's been great. We've been able to meet a lot of people, and we played downtown for a while, and so it's just kind of a good place to kind of cut your chops, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, playing downtown at the honky tonks and stuff, that's really paying your dues.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of people from around the country, and we always had met a lot of people from Boston, which surprised us, because we wouldn't, you know, really see Boston as being a huge country music city. And but we kept meeting people from Boston, and so this past weekend we got to do our first show in Boston.
Oh, cool.
And so it's kind of coming full circle. A lot of people we met here in town when we were playing on Broadway from all over the country, now we're getting to take our band to them, so they're able to invite their friends out. And it's kind of cool, man, because it's a good place to kind of you know, plant some seeds all across the country and even other countries as well. And now we're kind of getting to see that come to fruition, I guess, when we get to go out and play where these people came from. So it's a cool experience, all of it.
A lot of artists have got their start doing the same thing, playing in those places, and it's grueling and it's sometimes soul destroying, but you can come out of it and you're right. You've already got this fan base that's national and sometimes international.
Yeah, and it's a great place to gain experience. You know, there were some shows that we played for 6 hours, 6 and 7 hours, and so that was a long night. But you know, we started out doing gospel music and contemporary Christian, and we led worship at our pastor's or our parents' church, and so that's where we got our start in music. And so to be able to really hone in on the country side of things, because contemporary Christian and country, the actual music itself, is pretty different. And so it was a great place for us to learn a lot of the older country stuff and kind of get that under our belt when we were playing down here those long nights. So it was really beneficial for us.
I always tell people that are doing it, they say, yeah, I'm doing it. They kind of look at it as a negative, but when you're doing nothing but performing great songs, you can't help but pick up stuff as a writer and as an artist on how it was done, and then how to put your own spin on it.
Yeah, that's one thing we always talk about, like, because we're really into songwriting as well, and at least for us, we said, hey, how can you know how to write a hit song if you can't perform a hit song? Like, you need to know what that feels like. And so we loved it, man. Just learning a bunch of hit songs and getting to play them for people, and now being able to work in some of our own music and have some success with our own original music is just an awesome feeling.
Now, let's go to the original music. You're getting out of Nashville and being able to perform, and how's that doing for you?
Oh, it's awesome. Our first radio single just went to number 43 in the country.
Nice.
And so that's opened a lot of doors. We just released the music video for that, East Tennessee Sun. And thank you. And so it's fun. We, like I said, we just kicked off kind of our summer tour last week in Boston, and we're booking shows all over the country and cities and states that we've never even been to, and to show up and have people know your music and just be pumped up. I mean, there's nothing like it, really. It's just a cool experience, and getting to see so many different places and what makes different parts of the country unique. We're really excited about it. Last week was a blast, and we can't wait till the next trip. So.
Have you had the joys of the radio tour yet?
We were able to do some of that. We went to Arkansas, Missouri. Start mentioning names, I'll forget a lot of states, but it was a lot of. It was an experience. It was one of those things where you got to see a lot of countryside, see a lot of new places, and it was
get lost a couple times.
It was time consuming because sometimes we'd have like 3 stations to visit in one day, and you'd start out at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and then your last one be at like 6 o'clock at night or something. And during that time, you're having to travel about 500 miles. So it was an experience. It was fun.
And we wish that we could have gotten to every station, especially the ones that have added our song, and we're still planning to throughout the summer. Because without support of people like that, there's no way we'd get where we're trying to go. So, besides getting lost a time or two, it was a great experience. I know one time we were following our GPS and ended up in the middle of nowhere, and then our GPS quit working. So I was like, oh man. And so we got a hold of our family back home finally, because we tried to call our parents, and they were like in a meeting, and so they couldn't answer the phone. And so we finally got a hold of our granddad, and I was like, hey, here's where we're at. If I don't call you in an hour, send somebody out, because we don't know where we're going. And we were just trying to get back to where we had some phone service, and so we finally made it. So it all makes for a good story, at least.
That's hilarious. You're a place so remote that the satellites don't even go there.
Well, yeah, there were 2 routes, and apparently, like, one was the interstate route, and the other was through the mountains, which we're used to that. But we didn't know where we were. So, there's a difference between knowing where you're at and just being in a completely different state. And I looked and said, I was like, man, I don't know. We're going to be on this for a few miles.
Yeah, we were on
turned
a
out
road,
to be like 100 miles.
I think it was about 100 miles, and the speed limit was about 30. And so there were many curves where you could only go about 15. So imagine being on a road that's 100 miles long. You only go 30 miles an hour, so it took us a while to get through it.
Straightening the curves and flattening the hills doesn't apply.
Oh, I guess Siri going, get out.
She's just like, I don't know where you are. Good luck.
Have fun.
Hope you make it.
I wonder what the Russians know about that place where the satellite doesn't go. They sneak in. You want to do a song?
Yeah, we'll do Warning Label off the EP.
Cool. The Duggar Band.
is dangerous. And girl, you're a real wild card. Your eyes are telling me you've probably broke a few hearts. You trouble in disguise on a weird sign, saying that you're hot and spicy. You're poison on my lips, loving you's a trip, like riding on a bolt of lightning. Smiling at me like catch me if you can. Boy, love me if you're able. A girl like you ought to come, come, come with a warning label. You whispered, follow me. Oh girl, you had me in your power. You kissed me, convinced me to hop that fence and put our names on that water tower. You trouble in disguise, saw a weird sign, saying that you're hot and spicy. You're posing on my lips, loving you's a trip, like riding on a bolt of lightning. Smiling at me like catch me if you can. Boy, love me if you're able. And girl like you ought to come, come, come with a warning label. Trouble in the sky, saw a weird sign, saying that you're hot and spicy. You're poison on my lips, loving you's a trip, like riding on a bolt of lightning. Smiling at me like catch me if you can. Boy, love me if you're able. A girl like you ought to come, come, come. Boy, a girl like you ought to come, come, come with a warning label. With a warning label.
Yeah. Great song.
Thank you.
Very cool. Is it tough being brothers and being together all the time, performing and hanging out together?
Oh man, I don't know if it makes it tougher or easier. Because, you know, if we get on each other's nerves, we can just fight it out.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to being normal. If you aren't brothers, then you have the risk of breaking up. And it's like, we've been together all our lives, so we're not going anywhere.
But
so.
brother duos have some have been great and successful, but others, like the Kinks, fought all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oasis, they fought all the time.
Yeah.
But others, you know, you've got the Louvin brothers and all those guys.
Yeah.
You know, they all did it all right.
Yeah, we generally get along pretty well. If you're around anybody for an extended period of time, I'm sure everybody knows that. You're going to get under each other's skins at some point, but with us, it's not like, you know, we have any major disagreements. Sometimes if we're tired, we may be a little cranky, but that's pretty much it, man. It's, you know, just typical brother stuff. And but it does make it easier because, you know, we grew up together. We have the, you know, same values and
Life experiences.
and so we, you know, it's easy for us to stay on the same page with everything and keep each other, you know, in line because we know each other so well. So it actually helps having somebody that close to you on the road and somebody you can be yourself with and that kind of thing.
So your opposite personalities complement one another.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just reading the Bellamy brothers biography, and I spoke to them a little while ago. I said the same thing. You know, you guys have been touring for 42 years. Mm-hmm. Do you ever get on each other's nerves? And I said, yeah, we're getting on each other's nerves right now. And they were just sitting there.
Yeah, yeah, it's an experience, but it's fun to share it with the people you like and people you enjoy being around. So, and it's more fun, I think, you know, having other people involved and getting to share that adventure with them.
How's your family? Are they comfortable with what y'all are doing?
Oh yeah, they're very supportive.
Very supportive. Our community back in Greenville is extremely supportive. Our parents are actually coming down today to visit for a couple days, and then we're going back to Greenville next week to perform at several schools. We do a schoolhouse concert series where we come in and do free shows for the kids, and so we're going home to do that next week in Greenville, and we're excited about that. And
Have you asked them about getting a sign that says Greenville, home of?
Well, I don't think we'd be first in line. The band Perry's also from Greenville, so I feel like they're outranking us for a little while, but and there's so many people like in Greenville who've done incredible things besides just music, and there's a lot of other musical people in Greenville. We'd be surprised who lives in that area. And I don't want to start mentioning more names, but really talented area. So we're kind of like, not too high on the totem pole yet, but we have great support, and it's a great community, very supportive of what we're doing, and
cool.
And we love going back and getting to hang out with them as much as possible.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to do another song?
Yeah, we can do first radio single, East Tennessee Sun, and we wrote it about Greenville and East Tennessee, where we're from, and never imagined it doing as well on national radio as it did. A song about just a little town in Greenville in East Tennessee, and so but we're excited about it. We'll play it for y'all.
Cool.
Shop downtown that holds a place in my heart. Worked there all summer long just to buy my first guitar. There's a church in Davis Valley where I sang my first song. Yeah, I kinda struggled through it, but everybody sang along. Here's to old Rocky Top, I will always love you. Back where I come from, you can't beat the view. When the Smoky Mountain rain falls, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's in my blood, I'm an East Tennessee son. It all for red lights from my homecoming queen. We tear down on Stage Road on those Tennessee nights. Roll the windows down, I can still smell those pines. Here's to old Rocky Top, I will always love you. Back where I come from, you can't beat the view. When the Smoky Mountain falls, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's in my blood, I'm an East Tennessee son. Here's to old Rocky Top, I will always love you. Back where I come from, can't beat the view. When the Smoky Mountain rain falls, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's in my blood, I'm an East Tennessee son. When the Smoky Mountain rain falls, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's in my blood, I'm an East Tennessee son.
That's a cool song.
Yeah.
It's just got such a great melody. And
Thank you.
Paints a really strong picture too.
Thank you so much.
So what have you got planned for the summer? You're going to be out on the road?
Yeah, we are busy playing all over the country, and just keep a check on our schedule. We're adding new shows almost every day right now, and so we're just continuing to piece that together. We also just released our music video for East Tennessee Sun, the song we just played. We have an upcoming music video for another song off the album called For the Girl, so that'll be released soon. We have a live video coming soon, next week probably, and so many things going on, but we're excited to get out and be able to play these songs now. We've been spending a lot of time preparing and promoting, and now it's what we really love to do, just getting out and playing for people. And so a lot of miles. We are getting ready to travel a whole lot, and but it's going to be adventure. And we look forward to seeing you guys, whether it's in Tennessee or or whatever state you may be. We're even working on some things out of the country right now. We'll have more information about that soon, but we're super excited about this summer, and we hope that you can catch a show wherever you're at.
Also, guys, if you're listening, go search Duggar Band, and it's with an ER, D-U-G-G-E-R band, and follow us on Facebook, and let us know where you live and what some good venues are around you, and we'll try to make it out your way. So just let us know what the best venues are to play in around your area. And we'll try to look into those. So.
Get the audience to be your booking agent.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, you got to go where people want you, right?
That's right.
Thanks for coming by today, man.
Thanks for having us.
I really like the album. Here it is here. East Tennessee Sun. Go get it. It's
Jeff,
really
can you
cool.
close us out with a beatbox?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Keep your head up or
Yeah, we
something.
can do a little bit of that.
Uh-oh.
We'll just do
Do
the
the chorus and
Yeah.
the second verse.
You gotta keep your head up, oh, oh. You can let your hair down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, oh. You can let your hair down, hey. I know it's hard, no, it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, oh. You can let your hair down, hey. Got my hands in my pockets, kicking these rocks. It's kinda hard to watch this life go by. Buying into skeptics mess with the confidence in my eyes. I'm seeing all the angles life gets tangled. I start to compromise my life and its purpose. Is it all worth it? Am I gonna turn out fine? Whoa, you turn out fine. Fine, whoa, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, oh. You can let your hair down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, oh. You can let your hair down, hey. I know it's hard, no, it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, oh. You can let your hair down, hey. Just keep your head up, oh, oh. You can let your hair down, just keep your head up. Let your hair down, just keep your head up, and you can let your hair down. Life goes on and on. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The Duggar Band. Check them out. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.